Hello, football fans all over the world. You're welcome. So let's do a quick one. So this month of September, the Premier League has brought out nominees for the Manager of the Month and Player of the Month. So before we go ahead to look at those nominees, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so by hitting on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, leave your likes and your comment and share to support us on this channel. Thank you as you do so. So last month, our choice for manager and player of the month was Arne Slot and Ricardo Calafiori. We got that of the manager of the month and we missed out on the player of the month because the choice for the player of the month was Jack Grealish. So this month, for September, they brought out the nominees. So we'll be looking at the managers first before the players. So the managers nominee were Mikel Arteta for Arsenal, Oliver Glasner for Crystal Palace, Pep Guardiola for Man City, and Regis Lebris for Sunderland. So we'll be looking at their performances in the games they played this September. So they played only 3 games in the month of September, but I added the last week of August to make it 4 games. I don't know where the Premier League will be picking from, but I believe it will be within this range I picked also. So let's see that of Mikel Arteta. So the last week of August, he played Liverpool, and September he played Nottingham Forest, Man City, and Newcastle. So for Liverpool, he lost. Nottingham Forest, he won. Man City, he drew. Newcastle, he won. So Oliver Glasner, the game he played for the last week of August was Aston Villa. Then for September was Sunderland, West Ham, and Liverpool. So for Aston Villa, he won. For Sunderland, he drew. For West Ham, he won. And Liverpool, he won. So for Pep Guardiola, the game he played the last week of August was Brighton, and for the September he played Man U, Arsenal, and Burnley. So for the Brighton own, he lost. For Man U own, he won. For Arsenal own, he drew. And for Burnley own, he won. So for the Sunderland manager, Regis Libris, he played Brighton for the last week of August. He played for September. He played Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, and Nottingham. So for Brentford, he won. For Crystal Palace, he drew. For Aston Villa, he drew. And then for Nottingham Forest, he won. So based on the performances for these 4 games they have played for each managers, left with me, if Oliver Glasner was not on this pick, which it was impossible to take out Oliver Glasner, I would have picked Regis Lebris, the Sunderland manager, as manager of the month. But based on what we've seen and the fixtures they all played, I think my own pick will be Oliver Glasner as the Premier League manager of the month for September. You can see the games he played: Aston Villa, Sunderland, West Ham, and Liverpool. And those games are all what? Tough fixtures. Just the same way others played tough fixtures also. But I think he had a better result in terms of what? Performance and outcome. So Oliver Glasner will be our pick for the manager of the month for September. So let's look at the player of the month. So the player of the month nominees are Haaland for Man City, Kamada for Crystal Palace, Minte for Brighton, Ruffs, I think that is the Sunderland goalkeeper, Xhaka, Sunderland also, they did well. 2 of them from Sunderland for player of the month. See why I said if Oliver Glasner was not on the list for manager of the month, I would have picked their coach as the manager of the month. So let's go on. And the last on that list for the player of the month is Zubimendi. So we'll be judging them based on performance and impact. That is where I'll be doing my pick from. Performance wise, all of them deserve the player of the month, but I'll be using the impact to pick my player of the month. So the impact they have on the game and the team in general. So I will just pick out one player. Yeah, I won't be talking about all of them, and I will tell you why I picked out that player, and also that player is going to be my player of the month. So I'm picking out Granit Xhaka for Sunderland. Now see why I'm picking him as the player of the month for September based on impact. Remember I said performance wise all of them they deserve it, but I'm using impact on the team and the games played. So I'll pick Granit Xhaka. So this Brentford game they won 2-1. As a midfielder, a defensive midfielder, he has an assist in that game. He played well. His impact was what? Known. In the Crystal Palace game, he played very well. That was an away. His impact was felt in that team because he is the captain of Sunderland. Then they played Aston Villa. They drew 1-1 in that game. The 33 minutes in the first half of that game, they were one man down because their player had a red card. They managed to hold on to that game, and they had a draw in the dying minute of that game. And that assist came from Granit Xhaka also to draw that game for them. You see why I say impact. Then the Nottingham Forest game, they won 1-0 away. Granit Xhaka gave an assist also in that game to what? Win them the 3 points in that game. So 3 assists as a defensive midfielder. In these crucial games they played, you can see his impact. Not just because he's the captain, he's the leader of the team. His impact was felt in the game, and the impact was felt in the team. So he has been a good player for them this few games they've played in the Premier League. You can't deny his impact in Sunderland, yes, this season. So that's why for me, I am going with Granit Xhaka as what? The player of the month for this September. So you can leave your own pick in the comment section. Tell me who is your manager of the month and who is your player of the month. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to support us on this page. We'll be back. We'll see you soon. Thank you.